Welcome back to Batman and a very stupid prompt where we're in a closet somewhere with Carmine Falcone and my options are to hurt him or ease his pain. I don't know what to do with that information. It's incredibly contrived and stupid. Also, from the looks of it, well, one, that's not the type of needle. I don't know. It's the whole... me trying to nitpick this when it's a Telltale game and everything's a little bit iffy in the first place is like me nitpicking the syringe they chose and all that stuff for morphine. Anyway, I don't know why my options here are hurt him or ease his pain and there's no option to just do nothing, because obviously I'm gonna get in trouble for both of these. Also, why are we in this closet and not... it doesn't seem to be a proper room and he's just not on an IV or anything. Fuck me. Oh no, he does have an IV. Why is the IV red?
Years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever.
Why would you even say it?
The whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you.
Is it an IV or a blood bag? I'm pretty sure, I'm not a medical expert, but like, I don't think you tend to inject morphine into blood. I think that's probably a terrible idea for a bunch of reasons. Hold on. He should be, presumably he's injured and lost blood. They don't specify. He should be on an IV drip. If he's getting a blood transfusion, which I'm assuming is what that's trying to imply, then there should probably be somebody attending to it, because I think that's a pretty delicate operation. You can't just let it happen. And even then, he should still be on saline as well. I don't think you ever inject medicine directly into a blood bag. That seems insane to me. If only because, like, the saline's right there. It's easy. I hate all this stuff, by the way. I don't like needles. But like, listen, this is me. I'm gonna nitpick shit because, you know, I expect better. Come on.
Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin.
Okay, Bruce, shut the fuck up.
You really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that down.
What the fuck?
They're waiting for you in hell.
Oh, well, I was suspicious of her the last time, and
Montoya! Put the weapon down!
did I not get to that?
Had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Well, she had a blue vein thing in her mouth. Presumably she got hit with the medicine or whatever. So... nerve agent, that was the word I was looking for. Okay.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Guys,
Tony's case meant justice
the
for
nerve
1,000
agent,
unnamed victims.
please
Be our disaster.
use your
How can
brains.
run
I know
against
you are
corruption when our own cops
mere
are
digital
redecorating the
figments of an
precinct with their prisoners'
imagination, but
brains?
oh my god.
Listen, we gotta
I'm
get in
begging
front of
you.
this. We gotta spin it
Think
as
about
best we
it.
can.
No, we are not going to
Visual
spin it.
sequencing,
We're going
we
to
have machine learning
investigate
custody.
it.
Details are still coming in, and we're investigating. The usual.
Shut the
Someone
fuck up,
planned this
Harvey.
for a reason.
Shut the fuck up.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
So was he in the precinct, and is that why this happened?
Tell me.
Was
if
that
she
why that
says
room
anything.
looked so fucky? Was
I
because
have
he
to
wasn't
watch it
even in a
because-
hospital? He was in here the whole time?
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Don't say that out loud, man.
Secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Okay, I do have control now. Okay.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward. me the
Again, yet again, we have I was literally about to criticize how I didn't really do anything there. I just clicked on two things, and now they're literally prompting me to swipe my phone. Guys, you're really stretching. Just play the game. Like, I'll watch it. I'm more annoyed by having to interact with it.
I have the results.
It's busy work.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant.
I mean, I believe that, but you also fired at Batman, which kind of confuses me.
I remember a sharp pain,
There's an injection site on your neck.
then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to.
Is this supposed
No
to be
matter what.
Scarecrow?
The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
I mean, the only villains we've actually been introduced to are...
said something
Okay,
similar.
well, they're making the connection there. It just doesn't seem like Cobblepot's
I'm
MO.
so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did
But-
she tell you anything?
We haven't been introduced to that many...
Don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor.
I mean, they've shown Cobblepot a couple of times, but we've only had the one meeting with him.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
None of these are good answers.
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
Your lips are moving. Words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No.
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house.
It is very
Now,
weird and
here.
convenient.
You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Fuck it, fine.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait.
Don't
Sergeant
fuck me on
Montoya?
this, Vicky. Don't
You
fuck
didn't
me.
Get this from me.
If you get your scoop, that's fine. If this comes back to bite my ass, you're never getting shit. I don't like how this is playing out. It's, to be fair, it's probably doing partially the job it's intending to do, which is to not necessarily to annoy me and upset me, but to like, it's doing the thing of putting the pressure on me to make uncomfortable decisions.
Either Cobblepot drugged
But
Montoya
the
himself, or
problem is
someone
the
else
story.
using his room.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. The story is so kind of rough up to this point that again, I don't have a really good sense of who our Bruce is, what his concerns and motivations are, what types of responses he would give are. We're given a lot of really bad responses that are just kind of completely out of character to my view for who Batman should or could even be. And these scenes play out too fast. There's like actually not enough dialogue in them, and they're written a little too dumb. So there's not a lot to go. Like that whole scene was, or that whole bit at the end right there was, okay, Vicky, what happens if I tell you? Like, usually we would agree to, okay, I'll be your source, but I'm your anonymous source before I tell you anything else, right? I know that they're, standing at the elevator and all that, but, a lot of the decisions I'm making are extremely uninformed, and it feels manipulative on behalf of the game to be able to then punish me for it later blindly without having to explain fully where I screwed up to have the consequences come to me. I feel like the only villains that we have so far are Cobblepot being Penguin and Selina Kyle being Catwoman. And we already have the spoilers, no surprise, from the, not that there was any surprise in it, from the preview at the end of the last episode that at some point we are in some capacity going to be working with Selina. I don't particularly... Penguin is not a villain I know very well, but it seems outside of the MO of the versions of Penguin I've seen that this would be a Penguin thing. I don't know if that was a limitation of the IP access they had or what. And I don't know what other villains... I've seen other villains in Telltale, but I don't actually know if it's this game or the sequel game. I don't know. This whole thing is very... It's both a little too slow and a little too underwritten, and yet also a little bit too fast and a little bit overwritten, which is kind of a funny mix.
Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzed.
I feel like this narrative also would have been really helped by having a third ally, whether that's like
Similar to the
Oracle or Lucius Fox or even a Robin?
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals.
Because Alfred
Guess
being
that's how
in the
he
place
beat
that he
his
is basically my
Prone in
sidekick.
his
Is
sickbed, surrounded by police
it's not
who were ordered to
totally
protect him.
unreasonable.
Murder
But
at
it's-
the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was
It's also
judge,
making him say some
jury,
things that are
and
very out of
executioner.
feel very out of character
No one
for
should act as all
any version of Alfred I
I hope he
have
told you
seen or
something
particularly
before
would
he
care
was
for.
killed. What did you learn from him?
I don't. Alfred, why are you prodding me like this?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Oh, so I was going to tell him that anyway,
makes
regardless
sense.
of what I answered.
Your
All right.
father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Okay.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Okay, so if the implication being that it's been
This
refined.
drug is like a weapon. It only took a small
Oh, they're
injection
saying
to
it
strip
very
Montoya
explicitly,
of her
okay.
moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could
That's
the
so
creators of
vague.
such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is
Isn't
one
it pretty
thing,
obvious?
but drugging others to fight them for you.
Yeah, I don't like any of these. It
one
seems
safe.
more as a tactical thing than
Your drones
creating
are
an
in
army
position
of
to
people.
triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Especially if it degrades in their system pretty fast. Like, that's more for, you know, scapegoating and assassinations and things like that. Select a drone to search for Oswald's cell phone. Is that what we're doing? Really? We need drones for that? You don't... Surely the Waynes own... Like, Wayne Enterprises probably owns the cell service, right? Couldn't they just triangulate with the towers? It feels like, again, same as when we were scanning for the phosphorus or whatever. Press when you... Well, that's a oh, man, I couldn't even see it down in the bottom left because the top or the top left had the thing, and I was looking at that. The bottom right has the actual controls that I didn't notice because it's kind of hidden behind all the busyness on the screen. Also, this uses tank controls, which or not well, semi-tank controls, I guess. This is a terrible little minigame. Why? Wait, why are we hunting for pieces of his cell signal in multiple parts of the city? Oh god, why did they do it this? Is this because it was on controller first? No, there's no reason they couldn't have made it a direct control thing instead of a turn. Oh my god, the way this turns, it's miserable. Especially when I'm trying to be accurate. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Why am I pressing... Wait, it's not even... Oh no! It's not even what I thought it was. So, if I press S, it just goes down. If I press W, it goes up. But if I press... Wait. Oh no, I didn't understand how it works. It actually is... It actually is up, down, left, right. But it's got a turning radius, so it feels like some sort of pseudo tank control thing. Oh, that's nasty. Ugh. See, this shit. Come on, there we go.
Yeah, no, you go. You'll be alright. Right.
Was the point to find him or to hear what he's saying? That's not how triangulation works. At all. Why would I have to find 3 random points? Fuck it.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
I don't know that that's a great idea.